The poet in day 75 speaks about the pangs of the ego and the illusions that we get into the samsar, and how we get coiled unknowingly to this life and death cycle, or birth and rebirth cycle, and what is to be done to cut this. The verse in the poet's language, it is Ahankara vistaralaya dehacha Sriya putra mitra dike mohatyancha Bale branti he janma chitta haravi Sada sangati sajjanachi dharavi Sada sangati sajjanachi dharavi. He says, "Oh dear friends, kindly stay put in the company of the noble and the righteous. Sada, always, sangati, the company, sajjanachi, of the noble and the righteous, dharavi, be with or hold." In a sense, when we say noble and righteous, sajjana, it's very broad, it can be sages, saints, or dasas, means servants of the God, the workers of the God, anything. But always see to it that the mind is positively devoted towards the Supreme. That is very important. In case if that is not there, just like the horse, if you let it free, how it runs hither and thither, like that. In case if we are not aware of this mind, and if we don't place it in the company of the noble and the righteous, and I tell you, it's a great challenge to be with the saints. The mind, it ripples because it can't stay. It drops off with some reason or the other. And the mind is so intelligent, cunning, it tries to blame the saint itself. Because it can't stay with it. It requires tremendous austerity and tapas to be with good people. It's very easy to slip. And the saints also, they are so thin, they keep testing you. I know some saints who throw stones at devotees, who spat at them, but in spite of all that, you stay put, then you get the nectar of bliss. So the first line, Ahankara vistarala ya dehacha. Ahankara, the word itself is self-explanatory. Who are egoistic, always dealing with the body consciousness of I, me, and mine. Vistarala, that consciousness expands, grows from individual self to friends, and family, and position, and whatnot, society, it goes on. Its nature is to expand, because our true nature is what? Is infinity. Therefore, but we are trying to expand in a wrong direction. That is what is the problem here. Vistarala, it expands from the individualistic body consciousness to my family, my kith and kin, my neighbors, my friends, my relatives, my cousins. Relatives and cousins are same. My town people, my office, my colleagues, my designate. It goes on till infinity. But will that help? In the second line, explicitly he says, Striya putra mitradike mohatyanche. Striya. Here, Striya in essence we should understand as the other gender, spouse. Of course, now it's so complex, you can just take it as not only other gender, other being, getting infatuated. Putra, children. Mitra, Mitra in the sense here, we can take it as family and friends and colleagues, the workplace and the home friend, both. Mohat, that is getting into infatuation or delusion that they are ultimate, they are with us, they will. This entanglement of the delusions. What happens in case if we get into this? Bhale Bhranti he Janma Chitta Haravi. This delirium gets into worries of birth, illusion and agony. And how we have to overcome all these things by how? Haravi, they take away what? Our peace of mind. But how to come out of it? By penance. What is the penance? Sada Sangati Sajjanachi Dharavi. Always be stay put in the company of the noble. The same thing, even Acharya, Shankaracharya, he puts it in a different fashion. If you go through the Bhajagovinda, verse 5 or 11, something like that, the same thing he puts in a different fashion. There what he says, Yavad Vito Parjana Saktaha, he says, as long as you have the ability, the strength to support, as long as they are benefited from you, so long the dependents are with you. Once that's gone, everything slips away in between the fingers. Again, therefore he cautions not to take pride in the possessions that we have. It can be either Bhujabala, Angabala, Arthapala, whatever bala we have, because everything vanishes. The youthfulness vanishes. The money can vanish, everything. Then what happens? When as this vanishes, even those who are with you, they disappear. Please keep it in mind. At the time of difficulty, who comes to you? Only your own self, your deeds, or your God. Therefore, surrender to His lotus feet. Whose lotus feet? His. Whomever, whatever you call it as, you can name it as Krishna or Rama, anything. Take refuge at His feet alone, because He is never going to leave you. Because He loves you as you are, without looking into the paraphernalia that you have. He doesn't look into what you have materialistically. He looks what is the content inside. But that Parabrahman Kopinachak, nobody thinks of it, nobody contemplates that effort. Isn't it? So, understand that even those who are very close and near to your time of difficulty, they look into some alternatives. And again, once we get, again they come back. Interesting. Till then, they give some excuse or the other, saying that they are busy, blah 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 blah. They give 110 excuses because they don't want to invest their time on you, which is futile for them. But God is not like that. Raghava is not like that. Whether you have, you don't have, He is with you. He keeps His eyes on you. So think of that Brahman staying put in the company of the noble. Challenges will be there. Face the challenges. Only then. If you want the pearls, you have to dive deep into the ocean. Correct? Superficially, you'll get one fish. Dive deep. Don't run away from challenges. So stay put till we meet next. Thanks for being with.